Welcome to Grandma's Home Place. This is the video for you if you're looking to stake your tomatoes. Now, I have to admit, this is the first time for me, but I am going to attempt to make a bamboo trellis because I have bamboo that grows in an area on my property, and my son and little grandson cut some of it for me, and so we're going to try to make a bamboo trellis today because my tomatoes, you can sort of see them. The two down on the end are really getting big, and I don't want them to fall over. Let's just get started. I already have the bamboos kind of lined up, and my plan is we're going to crisscross them this way and tie them, and then we will put you know what? I don't have a bar to go in the middle. This whole thing ain't gonna work. I'll be dog. So we're going to crisscross the bamboo, and then we're going to put another piece of bamboo across the top in the middle of where these cross, and then we'll tie string to them going down to the tomatoes and help to stake them so they will grow straight up. So we're going to get started. The first thing that we got to do is gently stick the bamboo down into the soil. We'll do on both sides, across from each other. We'll just go ahead and do that all along. Okay, now the next thing that I plan to do is I have cut little strips. Let me show you what these are. I've cut little strips of, this is not string. We will use string, but this is I got it at Walmart, called soft twist tie, and it just comes on a roll and cuts easily with scissors. And what it is inside it has a wire, so it'll hold its shape, and it's so easy to work with. I use it for a lot of applications. So my plan is to bring the bamboo together, and I'm going to twist this around the top to hold it. And to do so, yes, I have to get on a ladder. These are very tall. They may be taller than what I need, but we're going to work with it because I don't know how tall these tomatoes are going to get. If you can see, I'll bring you closer in a little bit, but this is what we're working with. So, my family freaks out, but I have to get on a ladder because there's nobody else to do it. This is just Grandma's home place, and I have to take care of things for the most part by myself. I do have children that'll help, but they live away, and it's hard for them to get here. They have their lives and stuff to do too. So, yes, I have 2 replaced knees. But you know what? You do what you want to do pretty much. You just want to be safe, and my ladder is very safe and sturdy. So here we go. You just go carefully and you hold on. All right. I don't want to have to go up one more, but my plan is to pull the 2 together. I think this will work. And we're going to go twisting with our little twist tie. All right, that feels pretty sturdy, I think. All right, on to the next one. So we're going to pull the 2 together. And they've got to have the same. I got to get my board between those. Ugh. All right, so around we go. Twisty tie. All right. So what I have learned is, way back when I was in the brownies, I was a little bitty girl, maybe 7, 8 years old, they didn't teach us how to tie knots, and I tied knots. They're not beautiful, but they're up there, and it's all very sturdy. So what I have done is I also put up a brace bar across the top, and this is what we're going to tie string to come down to the tomato plants to hold them up. So let's get started with that. I did end up using string, and I have just I guess it's a garden string or twine. It's kind of thick, and I did end up using that to tie the top bar to the crossbars. I also found out that the bamboo that I have, it laid on the ground for, gosh, I guess 2 weeks after it was cut, and we've had torrential rain, and some of them, it's like they rotted. I thought bamboo, when you cut it, it like cured and it was hard as wood. So I don't know what happened to it. If you have any ideas, let me know, because I do like using bamboo. I like the look of it. It looks natural. And anyway, I don't know. So if y'all got ideas, share with me. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do, I have 4 tomato plants, so I need 4 string. I may tie 1 extra because I also have a nasturtium on the end that I would like for it to also go up the trellis. So again, this is a learning lesson, y'all. We're just learning together. My little garden is looking great, though. Things are growing. We even had a hailstorm, and it beat down the right over to the edge. I'll show you later. My spinach, it just beat it down, but it's pretty resilient, and it came right back up. Okay, so I have cut a long piece of string, and I'm going to just tie it off at the top with a simple little loop knot. Alrighty, and then I'm just going to brace it to this little nasturtium first. Alrighty, and we'll just already go ahead and give it a little twist around. Okay, there's one. Now for the little tomato next to it, we'll tie another little knot at the top. And I'm gonna come down and do a gentle little loop around, and the whole idea, I don't want to tie it too tight because the stem will grow. Okay. Okay, I made another decision that I want to show you. I didn't feel real confident tying the string around the base of the tomato plant because I didn't want to strangle it. So I decided that I would put a stake of some kind in the ground right beside the tomato, and then I could clip the tomato to the string as it grows up. So what I have, and I just had it on hand, when I redid all this garden, I put down landscape paper, and I used these landscape stakes. It's just a little metal stake and has a little loop on the top. And so what I have done is just stick this beside the tomato plant and tie a knot here and put it in the ground, and then it holds a tight string beside so that it won't get wobbly. So I got one more to do, so let's get that one fixed. All right, I think this project is done. Put all my trash in a pocket. So I'm happy with it. I think it's gonna work and hold up and stay, at least for this season. Okay, this is the whole setup with my bamboo stakes. It looks kind of cool. And this is it from the side. Hopefully these stakes will hold for the season. And this is this is that garden bed that I filled up with all that good soil. And as you can see, the vegetables are growing just beautifully. And this is how we staked up the tomatoes with this little stake. And currently I've just propped it against the tomatoes. That's the nasturtium. I did leave the string tied to it. And there's the stake with that tomato. Those two are the smaller ones. And then the bigger ones are here on the end. And you can see their stakes on the ground underneath them as well. And I have seen other gardeners use a clip that they can clip the tomato. Here's the string and there's the tomato vine, and I can just clip it to the tomato as it grows up the string to hold it up straight. Things are looking good. Back there, I mentioned the spinach that the hail just beat down when it was just so very young and tender, and as you see, it's coming back out beautifully. In fact, I could pick some of it to enjoy. Little carrots are here on the front, doing very well. I actually transplanted some when I thinned them out. Not sure how they'll do, but they're surviving. So there we have it. Tomatoes are staked. So I'm just dripping. I feel like I've been in a swimming pool. These Georgia, it's not even summer yet, it's still spring, but the humidity here is outrageous. Today is one of those days, as you can see. Really, I feel like I've been in a pool or just got out of the shower. I'm dripping wet. So thanks for joining me today. Be sure to stake up those tomatoes if you haven't already. Y'all have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.